What's up, squad? It's Brandon from the Bantu Sun. Thanks so much for joining. Just want to hop on just to say some of the things that I'm looking at in the news right now. I'm really paying attention in particular to what's going on in West Africa. Things are escalating, not de escalating. Of course, we're hoping ECOWAS settles things in a diplomatic way, but the coup organizers in Niger are pretty adamant of their position right now and not conceding anything. A lot of funding and aid has started to be cut. Apparently, 40% of Niger's budget is based on aid to their people. So the U.S. has already started to cut aid. There's rumors now, or there's been claims made that surrounding countries in ECOWAS may start cutting some electricity going into the country as well, and it's going to escalate because both the coup plotters and the other members of ECOWAS that are for reinstating the former president are not budging at this point. And I think the biggest thing is going to be what's the dividing line here. Of course, you have Niger coming out with the coup, and Mali and Burkina Faso and Guinea backing them. Nigeria is starting to step up their rhetoric, saying they're going to be involved, if necessary, into a military option, as well as Senegal. Is They're saying we're in this group, we're in for a penny, we're in for a pound. So if ECOWAS says we need to intervene militarily, Senegal is all on board. So these cool countries, Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, they're all on the interior except a backer Guinea. Guinea has backed them, Niger Coup as well. But these coastal countries are going to be pretty big to watch because Niger is going to need imports and they're going to need to get their goods to market. So looking at the role Wagner might say they try to play, not sure if Wagner might send forces in, much like the Soviets sent Cuban forces into Angola during their war. So I'm not sure if the Wagner group is going to try to make a reinforcements available from Niger, and we just really hope this thing don't get ugly. I can definitely see things going way downhill quick. Don't forget that Nigeria has its own issues going back to the Biafran War, dealing with its coastal region. So these things have a way of compounding. Nigeria might get involved militarily, but what is that going to do for the internal politics of Nigeria, etc.? So just watching the news, the comments are escalating, unfortunately, but I believe the latest deadline they have right now is going to be on Sunday. And based off of that deadline, ECOWAS is going to come forward with a decision on whether they believe it's necessary to intervene militarily. But the former president of Niger, or the president of Niger, however you see it, he had some his friends in Niger being in this location. It's on that critical Lake Chad region. It's in the center of West Africa, and it's really sitting on some pretty interesting resources, in particular uranium. So a major component of nuclear bombs, nuclear energy. So this is going to be an ongoing situation. And if that wasn't enough for Africa at the moment, uh, once again, a state of emergency is being implemented in Ethiopia at this time in the Amhara region. I made a video about this some time ago. One army, one force, or one people, one force, something of that nature, talking about how, or one country, one force, talking about the paramilitary organizations. Ethiopia is kind of like a confederation, and the heart of that confederation is the Amhara region, the lingua franca, the language of government, and Ethiopia is Amharic. So the Amharas are pretty much the heart, I would say, from an outside looking in, they're like the heart of Ethiopia culturally and historically. But the current president is not Amharic, and he's going for more of a nationalist approach. One Ethiopian people, and for that to happen, you have to make the regional powers weaker, for they cannot protest or resist the power of a central authority. This is what was a driving force for the Tigrayans and apparently is replicating within the Amharic region as well. So they're implementing basically martial rule there, a state of emergency. Well, basically, you can't have late night crowds, mass gatherings. It's going to be curfew, etc. So watching that ongoing situation well, going into this weekend, things are interesting indeed, and I'll keep you posted. Until next time, take care. Bantu up.